I wake up all sweaty as if I had run a half marathon in my sleep. Odd, I don't recall sleeping badly. It turns a little pang of worry through me. No one wants to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. Still, apart from this old exhaustion, right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise, where I properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know, and I think she's given up on me in any case. Walking would be nice, but anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could go down to the convenience store. While still dabbing the moisture of my skin, I set out to find my uniform. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally during this time of the year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation, having to live in at school for a little over a week. I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savouring the school life, and considering the sharp northward turn my life has taken, I haven't had the time to prepare. Come, preoccupied with getting free of it. It seems I'm still a bit tired then. Besides, once vacation hits, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of term exams looking ahead. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I pushed myself past the Boy Scout in the doorway and fell into my seat. From the corners of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha paused their unavoidably animated conversation and turned almost simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me, and I can tell from the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning! A greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Okay. Good morning! Morning. I failed to put all of those into my response. Morning. That'll do. You don't look very energetic. No wonder I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up a bit, it's a great day! I catch Asuna's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries somehow and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them her expression. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in that student council position, because we're going to make an offer that you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell the truth, I kind of joined the club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. Is that so? Which club is it, Hichan? The art club. Oh? Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me with the way she looks. I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back and sending everyone rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I opened my notebook to an empty page and pressed the needle-sharp light tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. So he's gonna do some doodling. As I hesitate and raise my hand, a meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. I can't even seem to get to the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look at the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from another cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. I can't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me, as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. I slowly sketch the picture on the notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, just that nameless nothing bird on paper, but that's how important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The fellows form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. You know what? It's turning out alright there. I realize that I don't really know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. I saw being this serious about it all of a sudden makes me a little frustrated. Oh, come on, man. I mean, considering that you've probably never drawn a bird in your life, that's actually turned out decently. I don't think I've ever, well, I probably have drawn a bird before, but I can't even remember the last time I actually did. Art class in middle school was the easy class in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. But there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It's almost like a completely different thing. Ichan? I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. Shi-chan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks an What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you'd actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. You know the thing with constructive criticism, though, is that people that give the criticism will usually, when it comes back at them, they're usually like, fuck off! Who are you to criticize me? I'm perfect, damn it! Fucking twist in my ass, fucking jackass! Just like, but you did that, and yeah, whatever. It's just one of those things, really. It's easy to criticize someone for something, but then when it comes back at you for something you've done, then suddenly you get defensive, and then just like, if you really stop and think about it, it's like, holy shit. I should just be like, you know what? You've got a point there, instead of being like, no! You are wrong! I am right! I can never be wrong! And instead just think, yeah, you got a point there, instead of just thinking, no, fuck off! It's just your opinion, kind of thing. But what are you two doing here, anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Hei-chan, were you not listening to the teacher at all? We have a group assignment now. I nod obliquely and let them take the lead. So, what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head very ethically. What are we gonna do with you, Hei-chan? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignments. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag, while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. Come on, it was alright. Maybe I'm crap at judging art. Oh, well, whatever. Wait. That's like exact same thing I was talking about. It's just like, just like defensive. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. But it is all just like personal taste with art. I mean, something could be like, just like, oh, that's good art, or that's bad art. It's like music. It's just like, oh, this music is good because it's technical, and this music's crap because it's too simple. While it could go either ways, but like, it's technical, but it lacks substance. It's kind of bland, and this one has a simple melody and adds a little to it, and it's very nice. And the other way around, it could be like, this is simple and generic and not very memorable. This is technical, but combines nice melodies and makes it very memorable and interesting at the same time. It's variety of different taste. I imagine the same could be said for artwork of any sort. Anyways, hello. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are distance, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the side of each other. We invariably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am by nature somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. I myself am also a very introverted person. Like, I don't even know if that really, like, with the way I talk in my videos, like rambling and just energetic mostly, and then like outside of that, I'm very kind of quiet, keep to myself, kind of just like in my own little world where it's like, spaced out. Kind of like focus more on like the internal rather than the, you know, outside world kind of thing. Just like thinking like big thoughts. What is the meaning of life? Philosophical questions. Whatever. Various things could go through my mind. It could be like something serious like that. And then it could be something stupid like, I wonder what is the smallest fish in the world. Or something, you know? I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in a school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. Well, you've clearly forgotten about Hanukkah then. It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. Well, that seems to be... I don't know. I'm not very... I mean, again, it's like, I talk so much in my videos that it's kind of like, would probably give off the impression it's like, he doesn't shut up! But when I'm around people, I too tend to be pretty quiet and actually, you know, shut the fuck up. Unless there is something like a subject is brought up, catches my interest, and I know the person enough to actually talk to them without kind of like being awkward and anxiety and all that. Then I will ramble a bit, but other than that, I'm pretty much quiet. Not very good at socializing. I'm not very good with small talk either. Very difficult for me to actually, you know, deal with small talk, because I'm just like, if someone's like, oh, the weather outside is this and that, and it's like, yeah, no shit. I won't actually say it, but I'll just kind of nod. It's like, and there goes the conversation. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously there are people like that here too. Oh, you remember that Hanukkah girl and myself, just to name two from my own class, but overall they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen to at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of a budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth. Can I listen to your heartbeat? She says this or something else about as outrageous and I'll have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of a subject that she is not interested in. It seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of an extension of her interest in the other disabilities people have here and the consequences of said addiction. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, looking as relaxed as I am, she concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but I mean, will you let me? Why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. That's kind of clever. You are smarter than you look. Also, I'd rather you not. I think those things should be private. Private, I get it. I can tell you something, though. If it amuses you, I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, condition. And I hear it all the time. So you're paranoid? It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said that abnormal attention to heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could say that me being like this in the first place is normal, but what the heck. Paranoia fits me fine. And besides, his roommate, like Kenji, is our roommate, he lives, his room isn't far away, essentially. And he's paranoid androids all over the place, I don't know. Maybe it's rubbed off on him a bit. I don't think it's something that actually can fit anyone or anywhere. You know, I ate an orange today for breakfast. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself managing to keep up with Rin's sudden change of topic. For some reason, that feels like a setup to a joke, isn't it? I ate an orange this morning. How was it? And you think she's going to reply with some kind of pun or something. Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange because it's annoying to peel one. Very true. It is. Like tangerines, I think they call satsumas as well. I don't know. Very easy. Just peel, done. With an orange, it's no. Reminds me of Eddie Izzard's joke about orange. It's oh man, and we must not eat orange or something. I can't even remember what he was joking about some film while doing it. It's on the list of things I want to learn properly. How come you ate one then? Emmy had some, so she peeled one for me. Good for you. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, completely forgot she has no arms. Rin stretches her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance from the center of her eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realize, though, that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone, in a way. The group of boys walk past us to Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind, then they pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason. Again, it's like a tidal wave out of nowhere, rolling over my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. The difference between me and Rin is that I'll be more likely that I'm not dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. Wait. You know what? He is pretty cynical with that, isn't he? You are a bit of a cynic, Hisao. I can't decide which one of us is worse off. You never know, Hisao. I don't know why I'm suddenly trying to be the optimistic one here. I'm usually this very cynical person, as I've said. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the room of the hospital. Trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same no matter what. Discovering the significance of time is an oddly disorientating experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decided to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to do before. When I finally ask Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. This time is somewhere defined a subway between 11:06 and 11:07. As my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds, it's the old-fashioned kind with a black leather strap and titanium casing. It doesn't look flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks and I haven't seen you smile even once. And a striking observation gives me pause. Wait! Doesn't he said that many times he's felt like, and suddenly his lip curled into a smile or something like that a lot of times when he's around Rin? Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Well, you know, I tend to feel like around people I tend to keep a kind of stone kind of face where I don't show much expression. But I do, smile. It's just that I tend to keep it like stone-faced. So I wonder why it'd be like if I was in a situation. If it'd be any different, just like, I haven't seen you smile. I doubt it, because some of her comments would probably just like make me laugh, which would bring on a smile at some point. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin and try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so, this is true. Doesn't it show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you? I just noticed it, that's all. And then the opposite. Amy skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us and lightly pats Rin's shoulder. Although, as we found out from Amy's route, it's a bit more to it than that. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that super march? Never again, round. Let's go anyway, I'm starving. As you're about to depart, Happy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. By the way, Hisao, her tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense a trap about to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say, even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. That's impossible, I'm there all the time. Well, you sleep and go to class. I do those at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know, I just, haven't been able to pick myself up. I'll run out to the rest, okay? Running just isn't my thing and I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah, people from a few other clubs come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoons. I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. Guess you'll be running. Of course, you'll get to see me beat 'em all. But by now, if I don't get something to eat, I'll die. See you later. Bye, Rin. I promise I'll spy next time. Smile. I don't even know if I said that right. The call after has a bit of an afterthought afterward. I feel embarrassed about it and wonder why I said anything at all. What night when I'm doubly certain that Kenji won't be barging in the bathroom, I look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror smiling at the me in the bathroom looks awfully fake. You know what? I remember like pictures of myself usually when I'm smiling. It's rarely a genuine smile. It's like a really awkward fake smile. It's like try to smile. You just can't do that because it just looks too artificial. A genuine smile is very different.
Having exhausted the books, can you lend me in just a few nights? I'll go back to the library, DVD to several alternative or get it by reading fix. And none of the books get stolen while I'm at it, so Yuko's delight, I don't tell her where I got them though.
Wow, you sure read a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do. What a wonderful discussion they will probably have afterwards. Or the scene will just quickly go to another scene. Away it goes though. I'm calling it recording here, so I shall see you next time, viewers. See you next time.